Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to Dr. Saurav's classes. Today, we are going to solve another beautiful conceptual question from the ISS, Indian Statistical Service 2026 Statistics paper. Now, before starting the solution, let me tell you why this question is important. The ISS examination conducted by the UPSC is one of India's most prestigious examinations for the statistics graduates. And the paper is designed to test not only the computational ability but also a deep understanding of the statistical theory. So in ISS, the questions on the properties of estimators such as the unbiasedness, consistency, efficiency and the sufficiency are asked almost every year. And today's question is a classic example of that. It is not about the calculations, basically, it is about understanding the meaning of the consistency. And once you understand the definition, the entire question can be solved in less than a minute. Okay, now read the question. An estimator Tn is consistent for gamma theta, which under which of the following? Okay, statement 1 says Tn is unbiased for gamma theta. Statement 2 says variance of Tn is less than or equal to 1. C says Tn converges in probability to gamma of theta. And D says N divided by N converges in probability to gamma of theta, right? So select the correct answer using the code given below. Option number A says statement number 1 and 3. B says statement number 2 and 3. C says statement number 3 only. And D says statement number 4. Okay. Now, before looking at the options, let us ask ourselves one simple question. What exactly does the word consistent mean? Many students confuse consistency with the unbiasedness, and something if an estimator is unbiased, then it is automatically consistent. That is not true. Similarly, having a small variance is also not enough. So, consistency has only one official mathematical definition. So whenever you hear the word consistency, immediately think of only one sentence. As sample size increases, the estimator gets closer and closer to the true parameter. And this is the entire philosophy behind this consistency. Okay. Now, let us revise the important properties of estimator. First, the property 1, that is the unbiasedness. An estimator is unbiased if this means on average the estimator gives the correct answer. Notice something, it says nothing about what happens when the sample size becomes very large. Therefore, unbiasedness is not equal to the consistency. Okay. Now the property 2, an estimator is called consistent if Tn converges in probability to gamma theta. So this is the official mathematical definition. There is no other definition. Okay. Now the property 3, that is the variance. Variance measures the spread. So a variance being small is good, but merely saying variance of Tn, this is less than equal to 1, does not guarantee that the estimator approaches the true parameter. And for consistency, variance should usually approach 0 as n tends to infinity. Okay. So simply being less than 1 is meaningless. So remember this question, suppose variance of Tn, this is 0.9. For every sample size, is the estimator consistent? The answer will be no, because the variance never goes to 0. And this is why statement number 2 is incorrect. Okay. Now, evaluate each statement. First, come to the statement number 1. So, statement number 1 says Tn is unbiased. Is every unbiased estimator consistent? No. For example, suppose variance of Tn, this is 100 for every sample size. Even though it is unbiased, it remains highly scattered forever. Therefore, the unbiasedness alone does not imply the consistency. So, statement 1 is also false. Now, come to the statement number 2. Variance of Tn is less than equal to 1. Again, this tells us only that variance is not a very large, but consistency requires variance of Tn tends to 0. So a constant variance does not help. So statement number 2 is also false. Okay. Now come to the statement number 3. This is exactly the definition of the consistency. Nothing more to prove. So statement number 3 is definitely right. Now come to the statement number 4. The estimator itself should converge, not Tn by n. So this statement changes the estimator completely, and there is absolutely no theorem saying Tn by n must converge to the parameter. So statement number 4 is also false. So what will be the conclusion? Statement number 3 is correct. Therefore, the answer will be only option number C, statement number 3 only. So clear? This question is a wonderful example of how UPSC tests the conceptual clarity. And notice that no calculations were required. You simply need to know the definition of the consistency. Okay. So this thing is very important for the examination. Okay. So we will meet at the next session with a new question. Till then, bye bye.